Hi everyone and welcome back to the Obvious Response channel and continuing from the last episode. So there were a few tidbits which I had to complete and I have completed them. So field number 32 is now fully rolled. Field number 27, the remaining part is now rolled. And field number 25 has completed seeding. Finally, field number 25 is all seeded up, and we have our roller here, which I will start. This can now go back to the shed. Let's fold this up. And send it back to our shed here. In other news, uh, field number 15 is done finally. The ridge, the ridge marking on field number 16 is done, and we have completed the second application of fertilizer on field number 13. So the 6-meter tool for ridge former is now working on field number 10, and I'll tell you the reason for it. So I was thinking that we need to have a yield enough for our manufacturing chain to have enough beats for a whole year, and I wasn't sure that field number 15 alone was gonna cut it. So what I plan is to have field number 16 with beats as well, and we'll have carrots on field number 13 and field number 12. So we are taking a little extra for each of the crop, and field number 10 would be fully for parsnips. So I will use this tractor here because we will need the fertilizer spreader sooner or later. For now, I will use this tractor, and this 6-meter working with seeder or tractor, or we will use it for beets on field number 16. So we will plant beets on field number 16 as well, just to have an additional bonus because we won't be able to plant these for a full year again. And since we have two production chains, the soup factory as well as the preserved food factory, which use beets, carrots, and parsnips, so I just want to have a little extra in case we run out in the middle of the year. And as for our 3 meter rich farmer and the seeder, so what I think is the 6 meter tools have, I mean, they have a larger working width, and the 6 meter planter also has more capacity. So it takes less time for it to cover a field as compared to 3 meters, although they work together, but they still take a lot of extra refills. So in conclusion, the better way would be to just go through, have two tractors working, and have one make the ridges as we are doing on field number 10, and have another plant the seeds as we are doing on field number 16 at the moment. And that is much quicker than using the 3 meter tools. I mean, that's what I think, and that's what I've experienced, because it has taken a long, long time to complete field number 15. And as you can see, we are moving pretty quickly on field number 16 here, and we are preparing ridges on field number 10 for parsnips. So overall, field number 15 and 16 would be for red beets. Field number 13 and 12 would be for carrots. And then we'll have field number 10 for parsnips. And field number 10, yeah, it's already fertilized 50%. But it will be much quicker with the 6 meter tools rather than the 3 meter working together, is what I think. And so as for the other crops, we are still to seed a sorghum crop. For that, we will get the seeder. I think this is the planter, and this is the seeder. So we'll be working on sorghum now. So let's quickly top this up with fertilizer first. And send this over to field number 4. which we will use for sorghum. So we will use field number 4 and 3 for sorghum, so that for every crop we have a little bit extra in, because we don't want our production chains to run out in the middle of the year. So making sure we have a little extra on the side. So that's why I've decided to have field number 16 with red beets instead of parsnip, and field number 12 as well for carrots instead of parsnip again, so that, okay, let me align this properly. So yeah, um, if you do the ridges with the 6-meter ridge former and then do the seeding on top of it, it will yield the same result. It will give you a second layer of fertilizer, and it takes less time and less number of refills as compared to the 3-meter tools. And this is still struggling a bit because of the slope and the weight balancing, but yeah. Downhill it will be okay. So the medium tractors do struggle on the upper part of the map, especially on this map, because there are steep slopes here, and this is not weight balanced, so that also contributes to the struggle. But yeah, this is coming along nicely, and it will take less number of refills as compared to the 3-meter tools. So I would recommend that the best way to do beets, carrots and parsnips is using the 6-meter tools. It will take you 2 passes. You can have 2 tractors working on it, but it will take far less number of refills, and the manual intervention is far less as compared to the 3-meter tools where you have to refill frequently. I mean, that's my take on it. So this has gotten stuck here. So this is field number 4, and we will be doing sorghum on it. as well as field number 3 for that extra bonus, because sorghum, barley, and wheat can be used for chicken feeds as well. So it won't hurt if we have a little extra on the side. Coming to field number 25. So let's complete the rolling, the rest of the rolling on this manually, because we will need to do that anyway. On this side, especially because this is uneven side, and if you are watching this and if you like the content, I request you to please subscribe to the channel to show your support. And for all the viewers who have been following this series, I know there are a few, not many, but thank you so much for regularly watching this. I have tweaked the video and audio quality on this, and ironically, once I did that, my throat got worse. But yeah, thank you for your support and for watching the series and subscribing to the channel as well. Keeps me motivated. And your suggestions are also welcome. You can always leave them in the comments in case you would like to see something specific, or you would like me to do something in a particular way. But yeah, I think we are done on field number 25, and I will send this roller up to field number 4 because that is where we will need it next. So all our fields on the lower part of the map are pretty much done. So field number 10 is almost done with the ridges. Field number 16, the seeder has run out of seeds, so we'll quickly refill it. So if you don't want to do this with super strength, we can always use the truck with the trailer and carry it around and refill our seeds using that. I try to use super strength as less as possible, but in this case, it saves a lot of time since we are working on a large scale. Yeah. So I think this should get through with the rest of the field. And we will have 100% um, fertilization on this. Field number 4 is being done, and field number 25 is complete, but it still has only one layer of fertilization. So in the next month we will remember to do that. And if you remember in the earlier episodes, there was something weird happening with field number 19 when we were planting cotton on it. I think the same thing has happened with field number 28. It is only partially fertilized, and I'm pretty sure if I try to do this, it won't accept the next layer. So I'll wait for it to germinate and then fertilize it again. In the meantime, let's go back to the farm and check on our silage. It's 84% done. We will need it sooner rather than later at the cow barn because, yeah, we have only 3,458 liters left. So I hope it lasts until next month, or at least till the end of this month, so that we can refill the silage. Once it is done, we will have a lot of silage on our hand, and I mean, we have created a lot of silage. Not sure what this question mark is. Okay, some kind of tip. Don't know why it is here now. Not sure. Yeah, info trigger. Think we can turn it off and it should go away. Okay, so we'll have enough on our hands once this silage is created. It's still fermenting 88%. I think it will be done pretty soon. In the meantime, a roller is here on field number 4. So we can set it up on that edge right there. And once almost 70% of this field is done, we will set it off. Field number 16 is almost done with the seeding. I think it will run out on the last pass, or maybe not. It's still 15%, so let's see. Will it make it to the end or not? Yeah, looks like at will. So that's field number 16 done with beats. We'll take this over to field number 12 now. Refill it in the way. So yeah, this feels a lot quicker, the 6 meter tools, even though they need two passes, but still feels a lot quicker. Than using the 3 meter tools. So going forward, I mean I am partial to the 6 meter tools rather than the 3 meter tools. They have the same result but with less number of refills. Because if you have noticed, it has taken a long time and a lot of refills to get field number 15 done, but field number 16 was just one refill. I'm not wrong, or maybe a couple, still far less than field number 15. So this has double the width, double the capacity. Seems like an upgrade on the 3 meter tools. The only thing is you have to do two passes, so you can always use two different tractors. So field number 10 is almost done here, and I must say it has managed the jagged edge really well. Otherwise we would have to do something manually, but yeah, it's covering it pretty nicely. Don't have to do anything at all. It has covered the whole field. So that, I think that is all we need with the ridge former. So I will send it to this shed here, and let's get into our truck and collect all of our seed crates lying around. So overall field number 15 and 16 are for beets. Field number 13 and 12 are for carrots, and we'll have field number 10 for parsnips only. This is to make sure that we don't run out of these crops in the middle of the year, because we won't be able to plant it in between. And once the rest of the fields are ready to harvest, we will plant them around the rest of the crops. So if you look at the crops, so wheat, barley, canola, we have a lot of fields on the map that have canola in them. Barley, we have field number 45 and 46. For wheat, we only have one field that we own, and field number 21 also has wheat but not yet ready to harvest. For oats, we have field number 30. We have two fields for corn, two fields for sunflower, two fields for soybeans, two fields for potatoes. Field number 5 for sugar beet, which is a pretty big field. I, I mean, that should be enough. Sugarcane, we have field number 6. I don't want to do another field for it because it is a very seed hungry planter and it takes a lot of refills. For cotton, we have field number 19 and 14. For sorghum, we have field number 4 and we will supplement that with field number 3. For grapes, I think we have more than enough in half of field number 9, and same goes for olives. For grass, we have, I mean, 3, 4 fields at the moment. For red beet, again, field number 15 and 16, carrots, field number 12 and 13, and for parsnip, we'll have field number 10. So, whatever fields we don't own, for example, these here, we will distribute them among wheat, barley, canola, and the rest we can use depending on how much we consume through the year. We will get that information only when we complete the first year on the farm. And field number 48, I might use it for wheat, or I mean for sorghum, because it is closer to our chicken coops. Field number 44, we can use it for wheat. So we will have grass for our barns and wheat, sorghum, and field number 37 we can buy it and then repurpose it for barley. So we'll have enough food for our chickens as well as our sheep and cows in and around our farm. Then we can release field number 33. We can use it maybe for corn or for some other crop as and when required. So that's what I'm planning to do for the next year. And in the meantime, we have completed carrot on, carrot planting on field number 12. So we'll take this over to field number 10 and start with parsnip. Yeah, we can start on this edge here. I'm not sure if something has changed in the steering settings, because for some reason the steering is not, yeah, steering back speed. because the steering just seems to get stuck. I'm not sure if it is only for this tractor or for all the tractors. We'll find out soon enough. But yeah, we've started seeding on field number 10, and I will bring a truck over there in case we need to refill in between. But again, the 6-meter tools, they definitely get things done faster with less number of refills. I will get rid of the 3-meter tools soon because I won't be using them in the next cycle. We'll park this here until next year. So let's park it here. And we need to get this tractor repaired. Let's send this over to the shop for a quick repair. It's almost 50% damaged. And everything else looks pretty done. We have to fertilize field number 25 and 28. We'll do that in the next month. So field number 4 is, it's done seeding, but let's cover whatever bits are left. I don't think there are many, but let's double check. Don't want the field number 25 story to happen again. And we can set this to work on field number 3 now, because that is also going to be sorghum field. We'll set this to work here. I think we won't need a refill on this. 75% and 63%. But yeah, we will need to cover this edge, or to make things easier, let's do headland on this side first. So our Massive Ferguson has reached the farm, is what I'm guessing. So this is done, and now we can set it off, and it should cover the whole field. Let me align it. All right, so field number 4 is being rolled, field number 3 is being planted, field number 10 is being planted, field number 15, 16, and 13 along with field number 12 are done. So most of our work is completed. For beets, carrots, and parsnips in progress, sorghum in progress as well. And I don't think there is anything else which we can plant. So oats are done, corn is done, sunflower, soybeans, potatoes, sugar beets, sugarcane, cotton, sorghum, grapes, olives, red beet, carrots, and parsnip. So we are on schedule and on time with all our crops. So I am a happy farmer at the moment. And back at the farm, everything is working as expected. We do have a few things to replenish, but we are waiting on a few fields to be harvested in order to get that done. We'll get this repaired. The paint has worn out. It's almost 50,000 euros. Not sure why it is euros. There seemed to be something wrong with the settings. I'm not sure why I haven't changed it. They seem to have changed. Since we are here, we'll take the silage compactor if we can attach it. Not sure. Do we need front load attacher? I definitely think we need that. So we have a front load attacher, but we don't have the front loader. Let's get one. Attach it to our messy here. And I think now we can attach the compactor. No, is it the other way around? Yeah. and then patch our plow just to get it back to the farm. So I mean, okay, let's get all these repaired because these are used and we got them in the sale. So this is repaired 113, 194. This is new. So now it should be, that bar should be full. Yeah. Can we get gas here? It's filling. We can get gas here as well. Let's fill it up. And half a tank of gas, how much does it cost? It costs $475. So I mean almost $1,000 for the full tank. This has been working for almost 10.5 hours. Let's just park it here for now. We'll figure out where and when we need it. So it has almost 23,000 liters of stone. We will sell those once we are anywhere near to the selling point. Now let's park it here as well. The steering feels a bit weird for some reason. I'm not sure. Some of the settings have reverted. Why, I don't know, but I will have a look at them. See if we can figure out what has happened. So our sorghum is done on field number 3. Don't think we have anything else for this seeder. This is the seeder and not the planter. I'll just send it back. Okay, maybe this shed here. There are a few fields that we have forgotten completely about. Field number 2, field number 7. Smaller fields. Um, I mean, we haven't found a use for them yet. But as and when we need them, we will find a use for them. So this probably needs a refill pretty soon. it can refill from the trailer. Yep, it does. So that's pretty neat. And I think it should be good for the rest of the field. Yeah. So I'll let these complete. Our roller has completed field number 4. I'll set it to work on field number 3. We'll do that headland bit first on that side so that we don't have to do it later. But yeah, the sorghum field again 100% yield bonus. Getting used to that. 100%, 98%. So it might have taken us some time to prepare the fields, but it is certainly yielding results now. Every field we work on, it's at least 98%. Some of the field we didn't prepare them from the start. So those are the ones which are 98%, and the ones we have prepared from the start, those are 100%. And that will greatly improve the yield that we will get from these fields. We'll calculate all that at the end of the year, and then we will decide how many fields we need for each one of our crops. Field number 3 is done, field number 10 is almost done, and I think we are done with almost all of the planting for April. Just waiting on our silage to get ready. But yeah, as far as our schedule is concerned, we are doing pretty good. I'll let this complete, and that will be all for this episode. As always, thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. I will continue to make similar videos because this is getting really interesting now. And if you have any suggestions, you can always leave them in the comments and I will have a look at them. For the viewers who have been watching the complete series, thank you for your views and your likes. But for now, this is me signing off. Take care. Cheers. Bye bye.